And welcome back, YouTube. And pretty much exactly where we left.
Receiving.
And you go
Moving
here.
now.
And group with our Air Force.
Listening. Moving
Our
out.
Air Force. The two of our air frigates.
Receiving.
Hmm.
Receiving. Moving now.
Yeah, straight across the mountains. Very constructive.
Listening.
There. Alright. Oops. Come on.
Listening.
Up to these forces. Wrecker and a Stinger Mark II. Not much of a force to be afraid of.
Listening.
You have to set them on the
Listening.
proper height or they cannot spawn themselves into an island. And that begins. And yeah, as I was expected, I think that our airships are set to too great of a height, I suppose, considering that they are spawning above the Air Force. And as the end result, the cuts that are supposed to be AA are at the top, can't aim downwards. Superb. Good job, well done. Even though, I mean, this kind of a smallish aircraft don't really represent much of a threat, I suppose. One of them is already dead. And the other one, I don't think it's gonna last for very long. Wasn't it already dead? Well, here comes another. This is... yeah. Well, that didn't last for very long. And this should be it. I said this should be it. Oh. No. Well, yeah. Full 10 times speed. Okay.
Listening. Moving out. Receiving.
Why are you going in such a wide circle there? Just like close. Oh, yes. I would like to.
Receiving.
Go up to these forces. Kind of annoying that you're here. Okay, you can. Kind of annoying when you get pulled into the battle like that, and kind of you lose control over your vehicle. You can't like spawn them in or check them up and seconds that's blockaded. And in a lot of cases you would like to set their AI or position somewhat, but you just nope. In advance, you know, you would like to do. No, you can't. You have to first set it, then you can. And I kind of spawned. Yeah. I should have checked what enemy forces are they, and yeah, this is not particularly good. I will say this right now. This is the problem with ramming. It's not the actual damage or it's much, really. It's just they push you underneath the water or stuff like that and make your ship completely incapable of proper operation. Ouch. Oh, did we capture it? Oh yeah, we captured it. We captured that ship. Yeah, I don't want to know. I'm gonna dismantle it anyhow. Yeah, battle finished. Alright, well, I don't see the point of fixing it at all. But we are fixing it. Maybe we should keep it. Try to use it against the white flyers. Oh yeah, capturing the ramming ships. Yeah, I know what. We'll use it against white flares. The zealot at 71%. Okay, pull all, and we cannot put you on the repair. So we will repair this.
Receiving.
And
Moving now.
we're going moving
Receiving.
down there.
Moving
The
now.
zealot has speed of 72 meters a second. Yeah, the ships of
now.
the
Listening.
white flares are fast.
Listening.
Then I put another aircraft down.
Listening. Moving
Now
out.
I'm confused.
Receiving.
Oh, it's still down there.
Receiving.
And now I'll send it on her way. Okay.
Moving out.
Oh, it's already doing 28 meters a second, so no need to spawn her in and out.
Receiving.
That's a good thing. Oh, and we have to go to this post. Please. Tracker, Spike. Yeah, not much work right there. It was suspicious that we may not need much of a force to deal with this. I need to figure out where is that disabled shield. I think it's on this side. Huh. There is one here. It's looking fine. This should be mirrored. Oh, both of the 20's vehicle spawned in. Didn't really expect that. Which means that all of our ships are in the game at this point. It would be nice if both of you would target this outrider. It takes some damage. Not a lot though. Not enough. Okay. Boom. The cram cannons are fun when they hit. But they have limitations on them are very hard. And I mean the limitations are probably reasonable. The amount of damage they could potentially be doing is ridiculous. Okay. That's 2 damage. We actually got hit by a craft. And one of the frontal guns is no longer operational. It lost the AI? Possible. Alright. Battle finished. So even with increased difficulty, the opponent apparently not that difficult at all. Should we first go to site? Let's first go to site and
Listening.
let's get
Moving out.
our frigates
Receiving.
here.
Moving now.
And
Receiving.
put it.
Receiving.
The zealot. We are supposed to be at war with you, but they are not attacking.
Receiving. Moving
Kind of
now.
surprising to me. I don't see any of their forces coming for me, at least.
Listening.
We should put the
Moving out.
Oops.
Moving out.
Get yourself a bit closer to the border there, please. Thank you very much. Now this looked like more of a
Listening.
real-time strategy game
Moving
than
out.
anything else. Oh yeah, the
Listening.
furnace, are you collecting stuff? You're not collecting stuff because you're not in a resource point.
Moving out.
Well, that resource point should be depleted by now, but See? Me dumb. Not looking what I'm doing.
Receiving.
Like always.
Moving now.
Using a zealot like a scout. I mean, it is the fastest vehicle that we could possess. Beside the air frigates, but the air frigates only actually reach that 80 meters per second once they are in combat. Out of it, they don't really.
Moving now.
They're not that fast.
Listening. Moving out.
I mean, they're not fast for a reason. Alright. So now we have, yeah. Sure, I think it's gonna be good enough. And you're here, yeah. That's fine. Let's get into battle. Battle begins. This is yet again another land terrain base. A bit off. Kinda odd how it just sets you a bit off there. Oh! They were not set up onto the height. Hopefully they will not ramp into many islands. That it did not ram into much of an island there. That would cost a lot of damage. No, it didn't. Hopefully the next one won't try to do something stupid. Okay. You need to get hit. Full target, please.
Engaging now.
And something immediately explodes on it. Oh. I was looking at this one and where did the earthquake go? Yep. And there was also a plane that I completely didn't notice at all. Held below 80% density. Well, that's nice of it. Ouch. Okay. Well, this Carchadon, or whatever they're called, has been spawned in. I mean, these things are actually quite dangerously annoying. They do have fast-firing guns. A fair number of them, 4. That's good enough. Not particularly bad design. Just I think it's a bit too high on the block count for the volume, as with all white flares. Well, come on, somebody hit it. Well, now it's high enough for our airship to actually use its anti-aircraft. And it is shooting, but it's doing the odd wiggly thingy. Yeah, not exactly something like it. Well, it's going down. It most likely would get hit into a propulsion or engines or something. And it's dying. Well, it should be dying very soon. Just a tiny bit more. Didn't spawn everything. It should have all. Both of the air frigates. Well, air frigates. The airships. I stopped calling them air frigates, I don't know why. Well, this thing is dying. For a long time. course, our main power, that battleship, is focusing on land units, and you actually
Gunnery enabled.
stop moving, please. You're going very close to an island. This is gonna be actually somewhat of a bother. Yeah. Well, it's not going to be a bother. I mean, the crown cannons do have pretty decent arcs, so they can hit land-based buildings and stuff much easier than, let's say, the advanced cannons can. Should seriously upgrade like one of the air frigates, or at least make a bomber for dealing with targets like this. Because the ship can't get on land, it has somewhat of a problem aiming at it. And I'm not completely sure how the detection system works when you're targeting land units. But I'm pretty sure that it can't really see them as well as it would if it would be on a flat plane. So you need something that, well, goes on land. And the airships, you know, flying things can go on land and they can aim downwards. So, bomber? A bombardment airship. Even though there are not that many settlements, there is no like large amount of land combat in the game, so I don't know how much of a sense would that make. Just a bit over specialized. I mean, it could still work against ships as well. That's not a problem, but I mean, the twin guards are using quite a lot of like not sea vessels. The lightning hoods are using quite a lot of aerial planes, thundercrafts, stuff like that. The great talents are exclusively airships. The Scarlet Dawn also uses a lot of non-sea vehicles, so there'll be a lot of them in mid-air. And the Steel Striders are pretty much they are the Air Force, so I don't think that after the white flares, I don't think we're gonna have much of trouble dealing with ships. So yeah, we outgrew the bombardment concept completely. Would be really useful if, like, against the Onyx Watch though. But they're already dead, because it was the second faction we took out. That... I'll have to rethink my strategy about that. But yeah, past this point, you're gonna see less and less ships in the game. I mean, the Lightning Hoods do have their share portion of ships, but... And so do the Steel Striders, but the Steel Striders mostly spawn their air units, planes, lots and lots of planes in a lot of cases. You need a completely different weaponry that there, and we're gonna have to adopt a tiny bit for the Steel Striders specifically. The Twin Guard is, on the other hand, is a lot of small body ships. Yeah, Sabi most likely rammed into the ground center. Okay. This area is done with. Secured and move. Oh. You do know there are ships in this formation, right? Just making sure that you kinda know that.
Moving now. Listening. Moving
Going
out.
across islands like that, it's not something you were supposed to do. Okay,
Moving out.
I'm gonna try to bridge here so that, yeah, we have a resupply established. Just so that we have all the fuel needed for our ships to run. Like airships.
Moving out.
That. Into the breach with you.
Receiving.
Alright, up. Oh. Let's spawn both of them. So we have a buzzsaw, harasser, mata, and of course the neat little village of a happy place. We have a happy place there. Wait. Did I not have 2 airships? Most likely forgot to put them into the battle. Here. Oh, come on. Oh, don't. Oh, it's okay. Somewhat of a delay there. I have no idea why though. Okay. We are attacking. They are... Are they attacking? No. They're not attacking. So, I know I lost there a percent of my health. I do wonder what it was. And we don't have our combat mode on, so they should be just staying there. We're gonna have to make our ships get closer. Yeah, quite a lot closer, I must say. 3,000 meters. I thought that those fellas might spawn in first, but apparently they are not going to. We're gonna have to first deal with the village. And our advanced cannons are hitting just fine. Cram cannons, I don't see them anywhere. Too much of a distance, I suppose. Oh yeah, they are coming. They are coming. And yep, one of them hit. I should put some hardening methods into the scram. They do miss at this distance. Paramount. The limits of a cram. It is still fairly precise, I must say that, but at the same time, it's not. I mean, it's 3 kilometers away. How many times you are fighting a ship? You can, in this game, you can kind of dedicate. How you put? What's the word already? Dictate. Yes, dictate. At what distance your ship's gonna come into a fight. So you, no matter what kind of ship you're building, if you're building like more long-range ships, then you can pretty much spawn them a bit further away, and they will not be having that much trouble. If you're building bunker, close type vessels, you can build that as well and just spawn them very close to an enemy, which I would consider slightly bit of a cheat. I mean, I don't know. It's a weird advantage to one or the other ships, but on the other hand, if you know what faction you're dealing with, you can use that against them. Like, the Onyx Watch. You just spawn your ships a bit further away, and they won't be able to fire their cram cannons, or their cram cannon effect will be not as good. Yeah. Was there something that was spawned? Oh no, that's just most likely the torpedoes that ran out of range. And now those torpedoes are actually gonna be hitting our own ships. Thank you, Sabi. That's exactly what we needed, some damage. To make the battle at least a tiny one, a bit interesting. Can a salvo of torpedoes sink my ship? Even though they are running very close to the surface, the torpedoes do lose power when they run on the surface. If they hit underwater, they do extra damage than what if they hit above the area. And yeah. And now, because Sabi was actually aiming at targets that are above the water, all the torpedoes were kind of skidding on the surface instead of running deeper. That is kind of tiny bit of a problem with the torpedoes. They could at least like run. I mean, you can make them run at a certain depth. But what I played with that is it does cause some other issues. As the torpedoes come running underneath the ship and then they try to turn upward. That's actually they miss. Let me put it that way. Even though it was a fair long time ago and I actually tried that. We'll try it again. There is no harm in it. And you have to get out of the combat mode because you're going very close to the shore. And we know that shores are not ships' best friends. Isn't that right? Yeah. But it does look very beachy here. Yeah. It would be a great surfing spot, but it's the white flares. I don't think they like surfers. I'm pretty sure they like to impale surfers, but that's about that, about the, you know. Religious nuts that we're cracking. They're not gonna be lasting. Hopefully this campaign gonna be, well, campaign. The fight against White Friars, I don't think it's gonna be lasting for prolonged periods of time. So, yeah, the lightning hood's gonna come as soon as they're attacking, start attacking us, or when we deal with the White Flares. I'm kind of surprised that the lightning hoods are not attacking us. That's like something that I thought they're gonna immediately attack us. I played campaigns like this before. You attack one faction, the other one just sends like a full fleet against you. But now nothing happened. I mean, I crossed half the bloody map with my ships, and the lightning hoods are just standing there, chilling out, going, oh yeah, baby. Pretty awesome looking, isn't it? Even though I have no idea what this was supposed to be. A sacrificial pit or some sorts? Well, AI is dead. The hole of a cram. To cram a hole. Oh, I completely forgot there is that still that fleet over there. Okay, the suicide vessels suicided. No, there is still the buzzsaw. This kind of opposition, ramming ships are especially dangerous, mostly thanks to the point of fact that they can ram you into an island and completely disable your vessel. Not only disable it, they also do a lot of damage to it. Ships scraping on the ground. Even if you do manage to get it unstuck, it's usually very, very badly damaged. And it's the bottom of the ship that's getting damaged, so it's flooding, it's tilting on the sides and stuff like that. And you lose a lot of your propulsion and other... it's just annoying. Missiles are coming in. The ram is firing. And... it should not last very... okay. The cram misses. But the missiles do not. So, yeah. Okay. This should not last much of any longer. Come on, cram, you reloaded. Yes. And... yep, AI died. we have to be kind of surprised at how accurate crime can be at times. And on the other hand, and completely and utterly useless on the other hand, other times. Somewhat inconsistency about the crime at the moment. Or at least I'm kind of too silly to actually figure out how they work. Do take notice, I never used crime to any great extent, so never really bothered in figuring out what makes them tick the best.
Moving now. Listening. Moving out. Receiving. Moving now.
Alright.
Receiving.
Okay. Yeah, this position. Oh, what the time it is? I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to end up the video here. So we just gonna start the battle. See ya.